Hey, good morning, everybody. How you all doing? This is your boy Rob Thomas Jr., and this is the real news behind the news. Yeah, today is March 14th, 2020, Saturday here in Shreveport, Louisiana. And just briefly, want to touch bases again with the latest, what we're finding out about the coronavirus and its spread throughout the world, but here in particular, here in Louisiana. Just recently. Think about it. This time last week, we was just being notified that there were a few cases of this virus inside the United States, and now here we are in Louisiana, in particular, where I live in Caddo Parish. Because again, we have parishes here. We don't have counties, but there's 3 cases from what I think that's here in inside Caddo Parish, which has led them to shut down our school system. Now, this virus, although it has a medical impact on the community, it's going to have a big financial impact on a lot of people, in particular, like myself. Right now, since they shutting school down, I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to take care of my son over the next 30 days, because they shutting school down to, I think, April 15th. If I'm not mistaken, it's sometime in April that the kids are going to be out. That means now us as parents, again, not only do we have to worry about trying to work, but we got to figure out now what we're going to do as far as trying to work and take care of our children. Some people like myself, man, I can't afford daycare. I can't afford to take off. I have to come up now with extra food for him during the time that he's home. It's crazy how this virus is disrupting everyday life for people. Again, just this time last week, we was here in Louisiana looking at it like, wow, man, I hope it don't come here. And now here it is. But let me go back and give y'all a little bit more information on what we found out. Now, there's an article from RT where and China and Iran are saying that the United States has unleashed this virus deliberately upon them, and it's spread now. It's backfired, basically. What the Chinese said. Remember how I told y'all back in October last year, they had what was called the World Military Games, which were held in Wuhan, China. Now, the Chinese government is asking the United States to come clean, because they're literally accusing now publicly the United States of unleashing this virus on Wuhan, China during those games. But again, that's a real serious accusation coming from one government against another government. But I've been saying that all along, and it's just now coming out publicly. You're not going to hear it on the mainstream media. They're going to try to hold it down. And the United States has yet to respond to the claims made by the Chinese. But again, this virus is, a lot of people saying that they are creating hysteria unnecessarily. But, I mean, when you see how fast this virus is spreading, and then when you are literally having to see your local school system shut down, you realize that this is something that's very serious. Now, again, here we are in Caddo Parish. You're talking about tens of thousands of children and their parents who have to figure out what we're going to do. I'm already, man, behind the 8 ball because of the weather here and the type of work that I do. Now, again, I got to find childcare for my son the days that I can get out and find work, or get called to do a job. But now, in my type of work, people are not really getting houses remodeled at this moment. You know what I'm saying? People are not quite interested in getting their yard work done. So I got to get out, man, and figure out what I'm going to do to survive over the next few weeks. Now, President Trump has declared a national emergency, and they're going to free up finances in a couple of ways to help ease the financial impact on families. But when you're literally having to deal with this virus in your day-to-day life, whether you're sick or you're having again to stay home and take care of your children because the school system has shut down for 30 minutes, it's very sobering. You know, all I can say, man, is that we need we need to take proper precautions first of all to keep ourselves safe. But we really don't know how fast and how bad this is going to be. At one case scenario of one health official in D.C. are saying you can expect up to 1 million people. Hey, good morning, brother Anthony. How you doing? Yeah, I'm gonna try to stay safe, man. Again, it's crazy here. They're talking about shutting more things down here in the city of Shreveport as things gets hectic. And you all got to realize we haven't even seen the peak. We haven't come close to this virus peaking here in America. We have no clue how many people are going to succumb to the virus, and just how much financial disruption. Already right now, you have jobs here in Shreveport telling people they don't need to really report to work. Especially people that working in the food and service industry, they're going to suffer because not too many people are going to be wanting to come out, to restaurants. So again, I'm hoping that somehow, some way, I can fit up under one of those financial umbrellas that the federal government is initiating to help people, who have to take care of their children, people who have businesses such as myself that's going to be impacted. I'm already feeling the impact because I've had 2 or 3 people cancel out on jobs right now, and they didn't really give a real reason why, but I know that it was alluded to by one person right now. There's uncertainty on them for their income. So I'm facing a tumultuous time right now because again, I gotta go get this little boy, and I gotta figure out how I'm gonna feed him over the next few weeks. I got to figure out who's going to keep him if I do get work. So it is becoming a real life nightmare for us here in America, And again, this virus, man, we don't know how it's going to spread and how many people are going to be affected. But I was mentioning earlier, you got health officials saying that you can see as many up to maybe 100 million people. It ain't Fort Worth. I'm in Fort Worth, and the kids are. Hold on, let me see what this comment here said. Y'all gotta excuse me, man. I'm having to do this on the phone. Anthony said I'm in Fort Worth, and the kids out, and they fighting over good in the stores. Fighting over goods in the store. Well, right now, man, I can't even go to the store. I got enough food to take us for at least a week or so. It's not that hectic, but what am I gonna do after that? Um, it's crazy. I thought about, holding a fundraiser. Literally, I'm at that point, man. Where I have to make sure that this little boy is taken care of. That's going to really impact a lot of single parents, such as myself. Because again, when all the emphasis is on me to take care of him, and I can't get out of here because to take care of him because again, I have no daycare set up. And a lot of the daycares to shut down here. So, it's putting people in a bad spot, So, hey, y'all, just take care of yourself, man. Now, I'm going to come back a little bit later and do a video, showing you some of the research that we've done and put up some of the articles in the description section of the video, of those videos, especially the one where China is accusing the United States of a biological attack. Because basically, we've been saying it from day one. When you look at what happened, how it happened, and where it started and how it started, it's pretty plain and simple to see that this virus was deliberately unleashed upon the public. And again, China is blaming the United States, saying that at the World Military Games, which were held last year in Wuhan, China, which is where they say the first case started. China saying that the United States military unleashed this biological weapon. This is a biological weapon that was unleashed, and again, it backfired. So again, I'm not going to keep you all. I got to go try to figure out my next move, and y'all pray for me. Also y'all can help us out. Again, I've asked over the last few days, but I'm really asking now if y'all can hit that cash app. I'll put the cash tag in the description section. I got to go back and do the description section. I'll even put it up in the title section, man, because I mean, right now, I really could use some financial stimulus. I got to figure out what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it. Beware of fake news regarding. I'm getting notification, y'all. Forgive me, I'm reading those notifications. They're telling us to beware of fake news going around here in Cattle Parish. It is a lot of misinformation out there. And when I try to bring information, I don't try. I go to all the credible sources I can. I might read through 30 articles just on one single subject every day to make sure that I'm not spreading fake information. So again, man, y'all pray for us if y'all can, man. Help us out by hitting that cash app. My son and I really could use it right now. If nothing else, to go and try to stock up on us of supplies, man. Because we're running low at that time of month where the electric bill. I thank God I was able to make the rent and the electric payment, but it's looking a little bit tough as far as keeping the water, the gas, and food. Right now those are gonna be my main concerns over the next few days. But again, y'all pray for everybody around the world, really, man, that this virus hurry up and peak, and that it doesn't get any worse. Again. Excuse me, that's my cousin calling me. I'm gonna go ahead, man, and end this video. And again, I make a heartfelt plea to you all. If you all can help us out, hit the cash app. It's cash tag $, real news 3. Again, I'll put that up. But most importantly, I pray for the for those who have contracted the virus, and the families of whose lives are going to be disrupted. Y'all give me a minute. I'm gonna come back a little bit later. Let me make this phone call. Y'all be blessed.